Hello, doctor. My name is Lingeshwar. My matrix number is AE190034. We are from Group PSP13. So today we are going to present for our power system protection group project. So for the introduction, a power grid is a network of synchronized power providers and consumers that are connected by transmission and distribution lines and operated by one or more control centers. Increasing volatiles within power transmission and distribution force power grid operators to amplify their use of communication infrastructure to monitor and control their grid. The resulting increase in communication creates a larger attack surface for malicious actors. So cyber attacks on power grids have already succeeded in causing temporary and large-scale blackouts in the recent past. Next, for the summary of the movie, Live Free or Die Hard. The movie starts with the director decides to round out all the hackers when someone hacks into the computers at the FBI's cybercrime division. So when is told that because it's the 4th of July, most of their agents are not around, so they might have trouble getting people to get the hackers. So he instructs them to get local PDs to take care of it. And one of the cops they ask is John McClane, who is tasked with bringing a hacker named Farrell to the FBI. But as soon as he gets there, someone starts shooting at them, and McLean manages to get them out, but they are still being pursued. And it's just when McLean arrives in Washington that the whole system breaks down and chaos ensues. So John McLean and a young hacker join forces to take down the master cyber terrorist Thomas Gabriel in Washington, D.C.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Amir bin Hamidun, AE100056. So today I'm going to explain about actual blackout case in Ukraine. Ukraine experienced a widespread blackout on December 23, 2015, affecting several regions and leaving over 700,000 homes without power. A cyber attack targeted the control system of several power distribution companies. The attack was carried out by malware known as Black Energy. The attacker gained access to the system using spear phishing emails and watering hole attacks. It was widely reported that a state-sponsored Russian hacker group was behind the attack, but the Russian government has denied any involvement. So we move on to the chronology of the cases. It all started on December 23, 2015, when one of the power grid in Ukraine control center fell victim to a cyber attack. 30, 30 substations were disconnected for 3 hours. Up to 230,000 customers lost power, or roughly half of the residents in the Ukrainian Frankish region. Ukrainian government officially came out rather quickly to claim the outages were caused by a cyber attack. The power plant was attacked in the late afternoon, when an employee was arranging papers at his desk when he noticed something very strange. The computer cursor started to move around the screen by itself as if by magic. The worker observed as the cursor moved towards the circuit breaker control button on a substation and clicked on the bulb to open them, taking the substation offline and leaving 225,000 people without power. They struck two additional power distribution centers, nearly doubling the number of substations taken offline, causing more damage. Additionally, two or three distribution center backup power supplies were turned off by the cyber criminals. There was no electricity even for the grid operator. Six hackers were accused by a federal grand jury in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania on October 15, 2020. They were all members of Unit 74455 of the Russian Main Intelligence Director, GRU.
So, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. So, this is the restoration of the grid. So, firstly, damage assessment. Damage assessment is to assess the damage and identify the cause of the blackout. includes inspecting power line, substation, and other equipment, and then prioritizing the repair. So we need to restore the most critical area first because to minimize the impact of the blackout, and then power restoration. Power restoration is repairing or replacing damaged equipment to reconnecting the power lines to restore the power to area affect area. And lastly is the testing and inspection. So the grid need to be tested and inspect to ensure that it is operating safely and efficiently to the communities in that area.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad Afiq bin Aharul Nisam. My metric number is AE190052 and I will talk about lesson learned from the breakout case. So the first lesson we learn is to have a backup protection on our device or system. It is a crucial step to make the attacker or hacker take longer time to penetrate our system. They have to at least break our codes multiple times before they can finally control our system. This will add another layer of security to our system. The second lesson is do not trust any emails or texts received from unfamiliar faces. Any link or code that was sent by the attacker are extremely dangerous. With only one link, they can access every document that link about us. It is a must to double check with someone whether the document received are safe or not. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi taala wabarakatuh. I'm Muhammad Alif Nazmi and I will continue with the discussion of this project. So basically we know that from the movie Live Free or Die Hard and the blackout incident that occurred in Ukraine in 2015, the main cause of those incidents are cyber attack and for sure it affected the system and caused the power generator to shut down automatically. For the incident that occurred in Ukraine, the hacker were using a malware that named Black Energy 3. So for the restoration of the power, assess the damage and identify the cause of the blackout. This step is critical as it allows power companies to understand the extent of the damage and plan accordingly for repair and restoration. So from the movie, the main character, which is John McClane, we can see his effort in order to find the main cause of the blackout, which is there was a one woman hacker, and he tried to fight the woman in order to gain back the power. So after that, testing and inspection is an essential step in the process of restoring the power grid following a blackout. Once power has been restored, the grid is tested and inspected to ensure that it is operating safely and efficiently. This step is important to ensure the safety of the public and to prevent future blackout. This we can relate to the incident that occurred in Ukraine. We can see that after the government managed to gain back the power grid, they try to double confirm and recheck what in order to confirm that the power is operating safely and efficiently. So the last one, it is worth noting that the process of restoring power to a region can be complex and time consuming, as it requires the coordination of multiple agency and organization. So maybe we can say that for both situation, the main cause of those incident may come from both both may come from many cause. So it is crucial, it is vital for the multiple agency and organization to together and try to work together in order to gain back uh, the justice. So I think that's all from me. Thank you.
So, in conclusion, with increasing digitization and decentralization, grid operators are faced with rapid changes in the amount of communication necessary and how this communication is conducted. As a result, more networking is introduced, creating a wider attack space for attackers. Depending on the country and the specific grid operation company, current security measures range from non-existent to state-of-the-art. Even if the attackers are only able to control a small fraction of the power connected to the grid, they can still leverage mechanisms inherent to today's large power grids to cause damage. Thus, only an overall increase in the security of a country's power grid provides an effective defense against sophisticated attacks. That's all from us. Thank you.